Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're serving up your ultimate guide to taking that incredibly frustrating task of finding a Pepco account number and turning it into a completely smooth, seamless experience. Look, we've literally all been there. You're sitting at your desk, just staring at a web form trying to set up autopay or maybe switch energy suppliers, and it's demanding an account number that you simply cannot find anywhere. It's so frustrating, right? Well, stick around because this explainer is going to solve that exact problem for you.
Okay, let's just dive right into this. Here is the structured roadmap we'll be following today. 1. Decoding the Pepco digits. 2. Finding your number online. 3. Bills, apps, and calls. 4. Troubleshooting common login issues. And finally, 5. Final tips and disclaimer. Starting with Section 1, Decoding the Pepco digits. Understanding the difference between 11, 12, and 22 digits.
So before we start logging into anywhere, we'd really have to address the elephant in the room. Pepco actually uses a few different numbers for different purposes. Knowing exactly which one you need is literally half the battle. First up is the modern 11-digit customer billing account number. This is your go-to for day-to-day utility management. Think monthly bill settlement, setting up autopay, or just updating your profile. Then there's the massive 22-digit service number. This much longer string is mapped directly to your physical house and meter. It's the absolute mandatory key you're going to need if you want to shop for new electricity rates in a deregulated market and switch suppliers.
Now, what's kind of interesting about this breakdown is it actually reveals a bit of history. You might occasionally be asked for a 12-digit number by some older third-party systems. That's actually a legacy format that Pepco used to print on older statements. But today, you are primarily going to be dealing with either the 11-digit billing account or that 22-digit premises service number. Just keeping this little cheat sheet in mind is going to save you a ton of headaches, depending on what exactly you're trying to accomplish.
Oh, and let's quickly debunk a super common point of confusion. If you walk outside your house right now and look at the actual physical meter, you'll see this alphanumeric string stamped right on it. Do not use that. That is strictly a hardware tracking number for the technicians. It is definitely not your digital account number, so please save yourself the trouble and don't try typing that into an online form.
Moving right along to Section 2, Finding Your Number Online, your step-by-step dashboard guide.
All right, so the fastest route is straight through the primary portal. Step 1, open up your web browser and go to pepco.com. Step 2, sign into the My Account portal. Now, if you haven't registered yet, you're obviously going to need to knock that out first. Step 3, once you're authenticated, the system queries the database and boom, your dashboard immediately loads up. Right there on the main overview, you are going to see both your 11-digit billing number and your 22-digit service number proudly displayed. Easy peasy.
But what if you're doing this on your phone? Well, the native iOS and Android Pepco apps are super convenient, and they do show your 11-digit billing number right on the home screen. However, that 22-digit service number, it's a little bit hidden. You actually have to dig slightly deeper into the app. Specifically, you want to navigate over to the bill comparison or the statement download sections to uncover that full 22-digit string.
Which brings us to Section 3, Bills, Apps, and Calls, Alternative Offline and Secondary Methods.
Say you have a physical paper bill lying around, or maybe you prefer downloading a PDF e-bill. The layout of these documents actually tells a story. Right on page 1, smack at the top, you'll find your 11-digit billing account number. But if you need that 22-digit service number to switch suppliers, you're going to have to keep scrolling. It's usually hiding on page 2 or page 3, specifically under a section labeled Details of your electric charges. It is a completely separate number, so just double-check that you are pulling the right one for your needs. And hey, when all the digital methods completely fail you, or if you just really prefer speaking to a human being, there is a foolproof backup plan. Just call customer service directly. The main line, especially if you're a DC resident, is 202-833-7500. Or if you're up in Maryland, you can dial 1-877-737-2662.
But here's the absolute crucial part, how you prepare for that call. Before you even dial, you need to have your social security number ready for identity verification. You also need to know your exact service address. And honestly, most importantly, when that representative finally picks up, you need to be very specific. If you are trying to switch suppliers, explicitly ask them for your 22-digit service number. Otherwise, you might get off the phone with just the standard billing number and be right back square one.
All right, Section 4, Troubleshooting Common Login Issues. What to do when you are completely locked out. So Pepco actually has this somewhat hidden lifeline for this exact nightmare scenario. It's called the Online System Help Form. Basically, it's a specific web form on their site that's designed to route your inquiry directly to customer care when your online portal access is just totally broken or locked.
Now, when you pull up this form, you're going to notice it asks for your account number. Don't panic. It is totally fine to just leave the account number field completely blank since, you obviously don't have it yet. Just go ahead and provide your first and last name, a primary phone number, your email, and make a quick note of what computer and browser you're using. Also, be sure to select the My Account and Login Inquiries category so it actually goes to the right technical team.
I do want to set some realistic expectations here, though. This is not some instant magical reset. You should generally expect a reply from their e-channel support team within about 3 to 5 business days. It does require manual intervention on their end, but it absolutely will get you back into your account.
Oh, and a really important side note for anyone who literally just moved into a new rental or a new home. If you are rushing to enroll in a third-party supplier the second you move in, you are probably going to hit a wall. Usually you have to wait about 30 to 45 days for your very first official bill to generate. That's because the system needs time to fully establish your 22-digit service number before it actually allows you to make that switch.
Finally, Section 5, Final Tips and Disclaimer, wrapping up and important notices.
So now that we've powered through the technical steps, let's tie this all back to why mastering this mundane little task actually matters for your wallet and your home. Having the right numbers handy unlocks some serious, tangible benefits. You can set up autopay and kiss late fees goodbye. You can resolve those incredibly complex billing issues so much faster when you finally get support on the line. You can start participating in money-saving programs like EnergyWise rewards for your smart thermostat. And of course, you gain the ultimate power to shop the market, switch to competitive third-party electricity suppliers, and potentially lower your monthly rates.
Before we officially wrap things up, just a quick standard notice. While we strive to provide accurate and up-to-date information in this explainer, utility procedures and website layouts can, and often do, change over time. Always verify through the official Pepco website or their customer service line if you ever encounter any discrepancies.
If you found this explainer helpful, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We are absolutely all about delivering clear, time-saving guides to help you navigate those day-to-day tech tasks without all the extra fluff.
So, I'm going to leave you with this one thought. Now that you finally have the digital keys to your utility account, what energy-saving program or competitive supplier are you going to enroll in first? Take control of that utility management, and I will see you in the next explainer.